East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he returns this to the 22.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You talk about this Jets defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jermaine Johnson providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return comes Cobb. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And through an opening, and there he goes. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Even in only 10 games, seeing pitch drop from 1,000 to under 400 yards receiving was tough last season. And he has only 3 total touchdowns in his first 2 years. Still one of the most athletic tight ends in the league. I expect last season to be the anomaly.
And the Jets are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll send the tight end in motion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Cook. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Running with Howard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taking it about the 16. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 18 more yards there and another first down. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Nice run and some new digs for Swift, the biggest name to be dealt during this year's draft. Had some tough times in 3 years with the Lions, but the good news for him, He's now in Philadelphia and knows exactly how to get the most out of a versatile runner.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Now Cobb to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really doesn't.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd down, Cook, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the 2nd half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Rodgers on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go Silver, ready?
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a 2nd and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Hurts out to his left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Now he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a too deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Eagles have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Jets 9. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Rodgers to throw on second down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands. He's able to pick up the first down.
We played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Rodgers setting up the screen for Cook. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Get 300. Get 50.
Now Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kyle Pitts, 43 yards. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. And that's caught at the 2. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Fielded just inside the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd down and 4. In motion right is Brown. And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On play action, Rodgers. And it is caught. He's got room at the 30. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Oh, did the Jets miss this guy? Here's Breece Hall. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will add to their fourth quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, we got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback.
And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed